Okay, welcome to the channel. My name is Ditech, CTO DVS. I got my DVS cap on, and this is a weekend video. Now, we always get feedback of trying to make the video, or requests to try to make the videos fit in with a more realistic application as such, because we do tons and tons of content, as you guys know, and thank you for everybody who likes and shares, subscribes, more importantly comments. You guys drive the content forward, and this is sort of some of the commentary we've had. Is the videos are great, they learn a lot, or you guys learn a lot, but how do we make it a little bit more realistic into a real life scenario? So today is one of those applications. So we're in, I safest to say, or safe to say, we're in a compound lockup. It's effectively a garage attached to one of our customers' properties. Undisclosed location. I said I'd pop up, change the camera with him and make a video. He doesn't want to be in the video. It's not that far away, you know, within Wales. So I thought, you know, sun's out, guns out, hats on, let's make some content. So effectively, we've popped along. It's a secure unit already. The property's alarmed. It's got CCTV all around it and inside, and it is already a camera inside one of the garages. You can see there up above, there's already a camera there. That's a 4 megapixel AccuSense camera. Nothing wrong with the camera, actually. The camera works great. I'll show you it working in a minute. But it's infrared. So 4 megapixel infrared. And the customer, at the customer's request, he said, look, is there something that gives me a little bit more detail? Because there's some stuff in here that he wants to really protect. And something with an active deterrent. So if somebody does break in, not only does it give him the active deterrent, but also they can come into the garage and maybe they can turn the light on and off through the app. So it saves a little bit of energy through the light. I think they've got an app-controlled light already. I know this is a TP-Link one on there, so you know, cost effective anyway. So today's video is really to show you the difference between a 4 megapixel infrared AccuSense powered by Darkfighter, and we're going to upgrade it to an 8 megapixel. I've got it ready by here. Still doesn't want to be in the video, bless him. You can see the 8 megapixel ColorVu with the live guard functionality. So it's the turret we're going to fit today, so it's pretty much a straight swap for what's already there. So we're upgrading it from 4 megapixel to 8 megapixel, so that's going to be super cool. And it's going to have the live guard functionality for the active deterrent. So if somebody does come in here, not only will he get the notification to his phone, but he'll also get it to the app on the phone. And also the active deterrent live guard function will hopefully deter any further action. Of course, the white light, if he comes in here, we'll set it up and show you the benefit of the white light to the infrared. So we're going to make a quick swap of this camera already. The recorder's already fitted. It should be quite a simple job. It's just a straight swap. I'm going to show you firstly though how dark it is. So we're going to turn this light off and close the door. So you can see we're in there now. There is some light coming through. Through that roller shutter garage door down there, but again, very, very dark in here. Okay, so we're going to show you what it looks like with the app on shortly, but it is very, very dark in here, and I'm going to transfer you through to the app now so you can see what that looks like, so stay tuned. Okay, so you can see I'm actually here now, so I take my cap off, it's live, you should be able to see me. So we're using traditional infrared. So if I show you the camera here, oh, it's hard to see, of course you can't show you through the thing. There's two little infrared LEDs on there. So two LEDs on the camera, and you can see with my cap off, you could probably identify me here. You know, we've got some infrared, so where this area here, you've got some overexposure of the infrared and less so on this side. You know, that could be easily tweaked by adjusting the infrared parameters, tweaking the camera, etc. But you can see, yes, there's somebody in here. You could probably identify me because you know what I look like. But again, it makes it more difficult in black and white, and where the benefit of the color view will come in is the image will be much better with the white light to give that real true enhancement to the image, and then obviously with the live guard functionality deter anyone that comes in. So you can see, yeah, reasonably good image, and you can see why he was not too. If I turn it to HD, there you go. So now we're in HD mode. You know, reasonable image is what we'd expect. A general 4 megapixel powered by Darkfighter image. So nothing untoward with that. Most people would be generally happy with that. He just wants a little bit more. So I'm going to turn the light on now. And you can see that will switch over. And there we go. And there we have it. So that's with the ColorVu on. Okay, so we're going to transfer you over. Okay, so we fitted the camera now. It's added to the existing NVR. Like I said, the guy doesn't want to be in it, so I'm sat comfortably in his study. So I'm not going to show you the rest of the cameras, but I'm going to show you the garage camera. It's not fair to do that. So if I double click on the garage camera, you can see we've actually positioned it. So it was over to the side, but we center positioned it now, which will give the white light much more effectiveness, and it won't be hidden, give you a much more front-on view if somebody does move around, or when somebody's going in there taking stuff that he is aware of and he can clearly see what they're borrowing. So very simple setup. It's a 2.8mm lens, 8 megapixel live guard ColorVu camera. So if I just stop that and go into the camera configuration itself, added to a AccuSense NVR, camera management, and then we just hyperlink to it. I've already opened it up here. So we're going to log into the camera now. Give it a minute. So you can see live view's loaded, under configuration, very standard Hikvision web camera configuration. I'm not going to go into this in too much detail, other than to show you it is an AccuSense 8 megapixel camera. VCA resource is set to smart event. Face capture or monitoring can be selected. If you enable face capture, it disables the smart VCA. Monitoring allows rotate mode, but it does disable the VCA also. Very standard functionality. So you've got upgrade default, enable auto maintenance. So that'll do a reboot based on that time and date parameter if enabled. Security, management, network. So all of the standard network functionality. It has got platform access. So under Hike Connect, you can enable that. This is added to a PoE port of an NVR. The NVR is added to the app, so there's no reason to add the camera to the app directly. And it also supports ISUP, which is our private peer-to-peer protocol for when adding a camera or NVR, DVR, or any device effectively to our Hike Central system using the ISUP protocol. Integration protocol, I can enable these, should I wish. I'll turn that off after, but just for reference, again, standard stuff. Video, 8 megapixel, you can drop it down if required. 25 frames a second, or we'll put it to 20, is more than enough. H.265, I don't use H.265 Plus. I find it causes more issues, especially on playback. If there's an event and there's very high activity and color burst on the scene, you can find it actually causes you more issues than it fixes. So I tend to always use H.265 only. Audio does have a microphone input. Also line in, so if I want to, I can record the audio on the camera and turn the microphone input to 100%. And again, I can change the audio recording format, encoding format. I can also connect an external microphone in should I wish to use that instead of the built-in microphone. And the environmental noise filter should be on. I find it performs a lot better. Image, so very standard settings. So under the display settings, you've got the image parameters. You've got preset scenes there, so you can choose any one of those. You've got exposure settings. So with this, because it's a ColorVu camera, the default exposure is 1/12. Most cameras are 1/25. You can adjust it, and there is times when it's very, very dark or very, very little light in the scene. It is better to, or if you get motion blur effectively on fast moving objects, it's better to raise the exposure level rather than keep it at 1/12, and you'll find the image will perform a lot better with fast moving objects. Day-night scene, again, pretty standard stuff. It's auto, day, night, schedule switch, whatever suits the application you're using. Sensitivity, filtering time, so how long it needs to see the change before it puts the white light in this instance, or again, if you've got a camera with infrared, it would be the same. White supplement light is on, light control brightness is auto. We're going to put it to manual and put it to 100%, so it's quite effective in this small area, and you'll see what that looks like when I turn the lights off shortly. Backlight settings, white balance, image enhancement, and video adjustment, so very standard settings. OSD, again, I just put the name, dragged it round, but you can put whatever you want, custom text overlay, privacy mask, and image switch parameters. Now moving down to the event, it isn't an AccuSense camera, it is added to an AccuSense NVR, but we're going to use the AccuSense in the camera itself. So it's got motion, video tampering, alarm input output. It is the SL model, so it has one alarm input, one alarm output, should you choose to use that. flashing light alarm output. So we're going to put it on 60 seconds and normally on. The customer requested on this instance, he doesn't want it to be flashing for whatever reason. So we're going to put it to normally on for him. So if an image in the daytime, if an event is in the night, the white light will be on anyway. Because we've left it into auto mode. So when the light level drops, i.e. I turn the light off, the white light will come on anyway. But again, if it's on in the day or if it's not quite dark enough for it to switch over, if an object is detected by the VCA, the light will come on for 60 seconds and stay on as the deterrent. And it's a 24-hour schedule. Same with audible output. We've turned it up to 100%. We put it to alarm times 1. Again, customer request. And we've selected the one he wanted, which is the area is under surveillance. But you can select the prompt or upload custom audio. And again, 24/7. Very simple stuff. You've done this before. Very straightforward. Very easy to set up and deploy. Okay, under motion detection, it does have motion detection 2. So you can have, it's got version 2 on motion detection. So you can have the human or vehicle detection with the sensitivity. And again, you've got the option to do flashing, alarm and light with that. With the smart event, if I just go back into it, again, you can do line crossing, region entrance, region exit. If I go back to intrusion detection, which is the one where we've set up, I already set it up just to make sure it worked for the purposes of demonstration. But again, drawing a simple detection area, arm and schedule 24/7. Linkage method is flashing, alarm and light. And notify surveillance center should be ticked, which notifies the app. Again, you can send email if you set that up. Arm and schedule 24/7. We've done human only. He doesn't park a vehicle in here, so human detection only. Threshold 2 seconds. Somebody has to be in that area for 2 seconds before it is triggered. And sensitivity 50. Target validity is the default is basic. I put it on high for purpose of this. I do find if it's in quite a sterile area, you can afford to put the target validity up. And I put it on high just to try and avoid any false alarms. Again, you can do maximum and minimum object size should you wish as well. Click save on that. And again, if you've got an SD card, you could put an SD card in there and set this schedule up for recording onto the SD card and for time-lapse recording. Now, don't forget, like I say in all my videos, I now recommend you do put SD cards in the camera where it's feasibly possible and the customer allows that additional expense. They're not expensive, guys, but it gives you a very a second opportunity to capture any footage. So if the recorder goes down, for instance, like it just goes down as a fault, the hard drive fails, the unit fails, or if, for instance, the unit is stolen and the camera's got an SD card, you still have a chance to recover the footage from the camera directly from the SD card, which will then aid in the prosecution or finding these individuals who have caused this malicious behavior, perhaps. So I always recommend, where possible, fitting the SD card for the very small additional expense. It really does give an additional security function to your system. It's a security system. Security is the aim of the game. Where you can do it, please do it. And I have recommended this to the customer, and I'm going to go and put one in once we finish the video because he is happy to do so. Okay, so very simple now. I'm going to put you back to live view. There is another option, depending on the model. I might actually upgrade the camera firmware quickly. There is an option on some versions of firmware where under the display settings, you can actually use the VCA motion, the motion or the VCA to bring the light on. Now we can do it with the VCA, but there's an option to bring it on anyway with the, so with a standard ColorVu, what I'm trying to say is, if you had a standard ColorVu camera and you didn't have the SL light option, the sound light, SL sound light option, on a standard ColorVu under image settings, you can actually, it's under motion, you can actually trigger linkage method here. So on a standard ColorVu without the built-in sound and light function, there's an option under motion and under the event on latest firmwares to trigger the white light. So it gives you basically a very in between the active deterrent camera and the standard ColorVu. So you get the additional function. If someone is detected in the day or in the night, the white light will come on if it's not on, and then act as a small deterrent or health and safety functionality. Again, what these cameras are great for is if you put them around the property, it does enhance health and safety, not just security. The white light is very, very low power, but very, very bright output, which does enhance the security in the area, but also which then obviously the image for prosecution or for identification purposes, image clarity, but it also does enhance health and safety as well. So you get 2 for 1 when you use a ColorVu camera. So I'm going to go back into the garage now and just quickly show you what it looks like with the light on. So I'll walk in front of it and show you what it looks like with the light on, and you will clearly see me, I hope. So I'll go in there now and show you that, and I'll come back and we'll turn the light off and go back in there. Okay, so I did walk in front of that camera. The VCA actually triggered and the white light came on. It's set for 60 seconds. Of course, a warm day today, guys. I'm going to give it the 60 seconds, wait for the white light to go out. I'm going to turn that light out. So hopefully the light will go out, it'll go dark for about 5 seconds. The filter time will kick in and the white light will come on, and we'll have still a very usable image. Okay, so the white light's gone off, so I'm going to turn the garage light off. Okay, so the light's off, you can see, there we go, and now the white light has come on. So that's using the built-in white light on the cameras. There's your cat in there now. So that is purely using the white light that is built into the camera. So, and that's how effective this is. So it looks like the light's on in there. I'm going to go in there now and you'll see the VCA will trigger, so the white light might intensify a little bit to signify that the the event is triggered. The camera will talk to me and I'll show you it shortly. I'll go in there with my app to show you that. So I'll go in there and walk around, and this is using purely the white light that's built into the camera now. Okay, so you can see there, hopefully that showed me in enough detail. When I did go in there, the event did trigger again, so the white light did intensify a little bit to signify that there was a notification or an event effectively. It's gone back down to its normal intensity, and you could arguably say that image is now better with the white light that's built into the camera compared to the white light that was on, and that LED white light that was built into the light into the garage effectively. So much more effective. So what I'll do now is I'll transfer you through to the app, and you can see I'll film in there and you can see the camera. You've seen how good the image is now. I hope you agree it's very, very beneficial. I will now use my phone to signify how, so the white light's gone back off now. There's enough light in there. You can see I'll have to trigger that, turn the sensitivity off, or just turn it to white light permanently on. You can see there's some white light coming through from that cat flap there and around the edges here. It's probably enough to just be on that verge of triggering that white light on and off. They are super sensitive, these ColorVus, because they are so effective with that white light on. What you will see when I go in there with my phone, whilst it looks very bright in there now and very detailed, actually the white light, compared to when you're on your phone, isn't that bright. And that will show you how good this technology really is. So give me 2 seconds and I will transfer you over. Okay, so we're going to go out into the garage now. So you can see, if I just open the garage here, you can see that's with the white light on. Now, that video made it look very, very bright. It isn't that bright at all. So if I go in here with my phone, so you can see that camera behind me now. There There we go, and you did see that step up in white light, and it will step down again. If I step to the side here, there you can see what fantastic technology this is. And you can see there, if I look at it from this angle, okay, yeah, it does look quite lit up. I can assure you, when you're in here, that white light does provide quite a lot of light, actually. It's enough for me to walk around, sort of see some objects in here, and probably without even turning that main light on, which will be really effective. Again, not just for the enhancement of the image, turn that around, but obviously also health and safety as well. They can come in here without turning that white light on. Very low power draw on these ColorVu cameras, no more really than the traditional infrared, to be honest, because they're super cool, super low wattage, super power efficient LEDs. I hope you enjoyed the video. The light's just gone off, actually. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's the 60 seconds, don't forget, so it's back to its normal light setting now, and you can see. Hope you enjoyed the video in a real life application. The customer's already expressed how happy he is with this. Really appreciate you taking your time out to like, share, comment. Hopefully we'll do some more content like this very soon in a more real world application. We got some really cool stuff to demonstrate to you in the coming weeks. Stay tuned. Wherever you are, stay safe. For now, it's a goodbye.